Shalom to Nation Israel. This is Barazal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect, push his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This quick lesson is going to be titled, If you love the world, your walk will feel burdensome. And the reason why that is, well, the best way to explain it, one, Yahweh Bashem Shai, or Yahweh Shai, said his yoke is light, right? And scriptures also refer to this walk as a light affliction, right? But the reason why also to add to what I just said is because you're focused on the world, right? You're too focused on the world. So that's why it's going to feel burdensome to be in his truth, because the scriptures say you cannot love two masters, for you will love one and hate the other, right? You can't love two masters. So if you love the world, the truth is going to feel like a burden to you. It's going to feel heavier than it really is, because you're actually focused on something else, right? If you love the truth, then the things of the world is going to feel burdensome to you. But the only difference, if you love the truth and you focus on the truth, Yahweh Shai can make things of the world actually easier for you. Maybe at first it'll feel like burdensome, because now you're focused on the truth, you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, but you have problems in the world. Like you have bills, you have not making enough money, job problems, women problems, whatever the case fucking is, right? But that doesn't usually last for long. Usually what happens, Yahweh Shai just, does his thing, snaps his fingers, and things start working for you in the world. But that's because you're focused on the truth, right? Because focusing on the truth is that's you playing the long game. Focusing on the world is you playing the short game. Instant gratification. Oh, I gotta work on my business. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Blah 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 blah. You get too consumed in your work, like in the sense of your actual business in the world, whatever job that you have, and you neglect the truth. So you're doing things in the world, and you might see some results, but the thing is, they don't last long. Then you got to do more shit, right? Then you got to do more shit. Then you got to do more shit. And while you're doing that, you're getting so consumed or entangled in things of the world, when you're forgetting that Yahweh Hashem Yoshai controls everything. So all those things you're doing triple the amount of work in, he can snap his fingers where you can only do like half of that or less than half than that, right? In the world, when it comes to your business, your job, and things will just work out for you because you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing in the truth, in that spiritual business, right? So you have to understand, you got to shift your focus. The reason why things in the world are not working out for you right now in this moment is just because you're too consumed in the world. There's more you're capable of doing in the truth. That's usually the indicator when that happens. That means there's more things you can do in the truth, right? So John 15:19, if ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you, right? So that's why you'll feel like things just don't work out for you in the world. That's another reason, is because you're not of the world. You're of the truth. You're of Yahweh Shai. The world is of Esau. The world is of Satan, right? That's why they don't love you. So that's another indicator why you can't get caught up in doing that. Because the thing is, for the world to love you, you have to trim your ways, right? You have to trim your ways. Which ways? The ways of the law, statutes, commandments, right? Actually, seek, love. Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways, right? So to do better in the world, you got to trim the ways of the law, statutes, and commandments, the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's the only way you're going to be more successful in the world, quickly, right? Quickly. That's the only way to do it quickly. And you can see with anybody in any type of business, any type of job, that's what they do. But to be successful overall, it's a longer game. It's a long game. You got to focus on Yahweh Shai. Focus on the truth. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing in the truth. Try to do more in the truth, right? And through that, Yahweh Shai will bless you in the world. The scriptures talked about what you do in secret, he rewards you openly, right? So you start blessing the world, and things will start working out for you in the world, in whatever job you're in, whatever business you're in your love life, whatever, right? Things will be happening for you a lot better, a lot quickly, a lot easily, a lot effortlessly. So when you see people with their businesses that are applying like seven days a week, 8 hours a day, you might only have to apply 3 days a week, 2 hours a day, because you're focusing on Yahweh Shai, right? You don't have to put as much work as they do. I'm not saying don't do work, like don't focus on your job. Like when I say don't focus, I mean don't do your job in the world. I'm just saying you have to understand that's not the focus. Just do what you have to do to get by in your job, right? And then Yahweh Shai take care of the rest. Right? And if you're in a position where you actually can't do things for your job or your business because you just don't have the resources, or you don't have the time, or you don't have those things, you focus on the truth, and Yahweh Shai will take care of the rest. He will help you in those things. You pray for it, you ask for him, and then you just keep doing the work. The scriptures say in Ecclesiasticus 11 and 21, marvel not at the works of sinners, right? Trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, and at a sudden he shall make a poor man rich, roughly paraphrasing. So you just focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Don't get concerned about what's happening to you in the world. Because remember, he rules in the kingdom of men. It doesn't matter. He will take care of you. Okay? But when you're focused on the world, your walk in this truth is going to feel burdensome. Right? But if you focus on the truth, the world might feel burdensome for a period of time, a short period of time, but then eventually that will change. Because he'll help you there. Because you're doing the right thing. You're focusing on the right thing. Remember, Yahweh Shai is a jealous power. Right? You focus on him all the time. Because if you don't, he's going to punish you. Bad things will start to happen to you. Right? Your life will feel a lot burdensome. Everything will feel burdensome. It's because you're not doing as much as you possibly can in the truth. That's always an indicator. You got to do more. And you're capable of more. Right? So, now we're going to go to 1 John 2 and 15. 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. There you go, straight to the point. Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon, right? These are just the scriptures to the back of what I was quoting, what I was saying. Luke 16 and 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon, right? Ephesians 4 and 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, Slakia, the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, right? So that old man is of the world. And he only thinks about deceitful things that are lustful, right? He's always going after his lust, the things that he wants, the wants of the world, right? So you're supposed to put that old man off. So maybe you didn't put that old man off yet. Maybe that's why things are not working out for you. Maybe that's why your walk is more burdensome. You got to put off that old man and put on that new man. So there might be things of the world that you're still holding on to. It could be friends that are no good. They're just not really helping you in any way, shape, or form. You might have to cut those people off, right? The scriptures do say to keep some friends of the world because you never know, they might help you out. But that's why you got to analyze your situation. You got to look at this friend and like, is this person really helping me with anything? Or are they just like an anchor that's holding me down or holding me back? Right? When I hang out with them, do I get anything out of the situation, or anything out of these conversations? If the answer is no, then you know what you got to do. You got to cut that person off. They're wasting your time. You don't have time for this shit. You don't have time to be wasting time. Right? The scriptures say, Slakia, this is not a rest, for it is polluted, right? And it will destroy you with a sword of destruction, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So you got to be as efficient and as light as possible. You can't have anyone or anything holding you down or holding you back or slowing you down. Right? So that's what you got to do, is you got to examine yourself and examine your life, examine your situation, and see, are these things I'm doing beneficial for me in this truth in this ministry, right? In this walk in this ministry, as me, as a man or a woman in this truth in this ministry, as me to be better in this truth in this ministry, serving Yahweh Shem Shai, right? You gotta examine yourself and ask those questions. Is the way I'm thinking the right way to be thinking in this truth in this ministry? No? Okay, I gotta stop thinking like this. I gotta stop doing things like this. I gotta change. I gotta grow. Right? We don't have time. We don't have time, the luxury of time, to be fucking around. Right? Family word is like right at the fucking door. Colossians 3:9, lie not to one another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds. Right? Verse 10, and I have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. Which image? Of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? So you got to put on that new man who's constantly renewed, constantly refreshed, right? In the image of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Through the word. Right? So that's just a quick reminder. And I guess, yeah, reminder to, like, if things are not working out for you in your job or anything like that, then you got to ask yourself, you got to examine yourself. You got to do like an audit of your life, right? Are you doing as much as you can possibly can in this truth, in this ministry? If the answer is yes, then you know what? You're just going through a rough patch. This is just a part of your polishing, right? Because for a gem to be polished, it has to go through friction. So you're just going through friction right now. That's all it is. Just, endure the situation that you're in, and then it'll pass. But if you answer yourself, ask that question, and the answer is no, that you're not doing anything in the truth, then you got to do more. And if you do more repeatedly, then eventually your situation in the world, whatever job or whatever situation in the world that's outside the truth, is going to get better, right? With patience. So, either way, it always comes back to the truth, right? Everything always starts spiritually and it manifests physically, right? But when you see things that are happening physically, then it's always an indicator that something's off. But what is it? What is it? Is it that I'm just going through a rough patch and it's just like my purging process? Or do I need to do more in the truth? Right? Anyways, that's it on that. I'd like to close out by saying, Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachai Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, and to the hopeful elect, push his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharallah, and Shalom.